I will sometimes catch up on my Kimmels. I will watch the Rachel Zoe Project because I love people getting that excited about fashion. And always get the rolled eyes from the old lady when I explain to her whatever they do, like when they're walking down the catwalk and Rachel Zoe's going, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. I would just always look at them and go, I could do that. I could do that. I could put that dress together. I don't want to put it together. It's too boring. It's not challenging enough. But you know what? If you give me a fucking sewing machine and some taffeta, I could knock that shit out easily. As a matter of fact, building a car, building a house is much more, being an architect is much more advanced than that shit. But anyway, everyone goes nuts over these fucking fairies. But the point is this. We watch that. And every once in a while, I'll just go put on The View. Let me see the hot topic. Let me see the first 10 minutes of The View. Yeah. Now, this is just a random sampling. You understand? It's like if I was a stepdad and I only came home early from work 3 times a year, but every time I came home, I found my stepson smoking weed in the kitchen with his buddies cutting school. Right. I would have I could draw no other conclusion that this is what they did every day. Yeah. Because I only did it 3 times. I came home from my job early for lunch, and there was my stepson ripping a bong load with his buddies and getting into my pumpkin pie, right?
Every time.
So every fucking time I turn on The View, and again, once every 3 months, I turn it on, just say, let me watch the first 5 minutes of The View just to see how shitty this show is. The women all took home the Emmy this year. They all took home the daytime Emmy this year. Here's me turning. This is The View. I'll just let it run long form. This is the beginning of The View from Friday. The ladies come out. Barbara's with them, which always means
serious
good time.
Topic.
Standing ovation. Why wouldn't you stand for these chicks? They're so talented. Now, Whoopi.
And welcome to The View, child. We have a great show today, but Barbara,
yes,
you have something mystical because you had a reading done. Did you?
I had a reading done.
Yes.
About a woman whom you will meet later.
Right.
And she talked to my dead grandmother.
How was she did?
Well,
we'll do the math on the dead. You're practically dead,
she was supporting me in whatever decision I made.
She had a reading done.
I should laugh because, you see, I'm very skeptical. And I think, all of us are afraid of dying. And if we know or are afraid of that there's an afterlife,
how about dying
it's very
on stage?
consoling. And there are people, of course, who really do believe. I wish I believed it. It would be, such a good feeling. Do you believe it?
Yes.
You do. I knew you would.
Talking to Sherry Shepherd, who's the religious nut.
No, because I'm not up there yet. Or assuming I get up there.
All right, stop it for a second. Now stop it. Now wait a minute. Let's see what this insane woman did. She said to Sherry Shepherd, she said, I talked to a psychic who talked to my grandmother. And then she points at Sherry Shepherd, because she's the crazy religious black woman, and she says, I know you believe it. And Sherry's like, yeah, I do believe in the afterlife. And then she said, well, she believes in God. Sherry Shepherd believes in heaven and hell. And then she says, did you talk to my grandmother? And Sherry's like, I'm not dead. No, I didn't talk to your grandmother. Rewind it a beat because I stepped on it if you can. And then Barbara's, well, you just got to listen to Barbara here.
Did you talk to my grandmother?
No, because I'm not up there yet. Or assuming I get up there.
No, she's up there.
That's the old problem. You believe that? You
no, she's up there. Like Barbara's like a crazy old lady.
We go first.
And you think you can talk to the dead?
No, I cannot talk to the dead. I'm skeptical too.
All right, stop it for a second. We got to rewind it because I stepped all over it. But here's the basic exchange. You believe in God,
sure.
Right? Yeah,
of course.
Did you talk to my grandmother?
No, I'm not dead.
What?
Yet.
No, and then at a certain point she stops and goes, so you think you can communicate with the dead? And Sherry Shepherd's like, no. I said I believe in God. I don't know how I got drawn into this whole grandmother thing. That's the part. I'll let it run. It's 20 seconds.
Did you talk to my grandmother?
No, because I'm not up there yet. Or assuming I get up there.
No, she's up there.
That's the old problem. You believe that, you got to believe that. I do, and I do believe it. I believe that, and I believe that.
Uh-huh. And you think you can talk to the dead?
No, I cannot talk to the dead. I'm skeptical too. I don't talk
hey,
to the
old
dead.
bitch! I never said I could talk to the dead.
Or meet him.
So you're saying you can talk to the dead?
No, I never said that.
You just said you talked to my grandmother.
No,
Is my grandmother still upset over the time I stole from her change bucket?
She was unaware.
That's the beginning of the Emmy award-winning View, everybody. So first off, anyone who has an Emmy can just go ahead and throw it away. Let it run. We got time. Let it run. I really want to hear more of this.
Psychic. I think Whoopi's psychic. You played a psychic.
Yes, I did.
And did people then think you were?
So you're...
Yes, they did.
And are you?
I still do think that. I will not say.
Why won't you say?
Because I don't want to be bothered.
Then that means you think you are.
No, it means that I don't want people putting their hopes and dreams on what I can tell them about what their loved ones are thinking. And the minute you say, I think I might be, people flock to you. So I say nothing about it. It was a great movie, and I hope that it is accurate. I feel like there is something else there that people don't just disappear. I don't think that's the end. I don't think that's the plan. But at the same token, I don't want the responsibility for other people's needs, because this is a hard thing being a psychic, because there's not a lot of there's not a lot of people who are honest.
Well, you see the signs, and I don't want to put down people's beliefs.
We can end this abortion now, but just look at Barbara getting out of the gate. Did you talk to my grandma? No. You're not dead yet? No. So you think you can communicate with the dead?
I didn't say that, no.
Whoopi, you played a psychic in a movie 20 years ago. You think you're a psychic? No. I mean, maybe. I won't say. By the way, that's compelling television. I'm not going to say. How fucking bad is Whoopi and how fucking horrible is Barbara? Barbara seems disoriented. Sorry for the brain tumor thing here, but maybe she needs maybe that's what happened to your tumor.
God.
Maybe it didn't shrink. Maybe it just jumped into Barbara's head.
At one point, I was very close to her. It jumped over. Do you ever tune in and hope they can get it better? Do you ever tune in the morning and go, maybe it's better this time. Maybe it'll better.
Listen, please stop me and tell me if I'm being too critical here. This show just won an Emmy for Best Daytime Show. Do they sound prepared? Do they sound lucid? Do they sound succinct? Do they sound interesting? Do they sound compelling? They all sound like they don't know what the other one's talking about, and they're fucking... All right, now one more time. I'm sorry. I forgot about the part where Whoopi... And by the way, Whoopi, hysterical. Wasn't that hysterical, the way she stammered through that whole thing? You know what? Maybe...
She's a child.
Well, child by the same token, yeah. She's got nothing to say.
I like the way she has child.
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah. Now that's it. That's the opening of the show. That was Friday's show. That's not me just picking out that's not me picking out the worst of the week or the worst of the month. That's just a random Friday show I saw over the weekend. Yeah, let me just let's one more time. We got plenty of time, Bald Bryan.